I don't know if so. This is coming from my college experience. I don't know if I would say GPA is a better metric of basing financial aid off of slash basing whether or not you should qualify for a school slash college. And I'm saying that because if I went to a different school, my GPA would have been higher. Like, I went to a very hard and very competitive school, and if I went to a different school in my area, I would have very easily had a GPA that was like half a point better or something like that, at least. But either way, there's a lot of hecked up things about the school system, and Twitch chat is not really a good place to have a discussion as to like what parts of the school system are specifically hacked up and what can be done to fix that. Because it's a Twitch chat. It's a bit complicated of an issue. Alright, on to Cascade Kingdom again. For like the 20th time. Yeehaw. Nobody in college cares about your SAT scores were after freshman year. Yeah, that's actually pretty true. I don't remember if it was my peers in college making fun of people in college who still cared about their SAT and ACT scores and like to brag about them, or if it was the teachers. But, you know, I'd be willing to believe it was both. That being said, either way, I still recommend chat. If you're in high school, just try and do really well in high school. So you can get more scholarship money if you're planning to go to college. Because college is expensive. And I go to a pretty cheap college, but it's, you know, it's still a lot of money, and I'm paying for that out of pocket. Sounds like your peers went to a high school like mine, Sean. For me, getting a 30 is not that impressive. And how me having a 3.0 GPA kind of sucked. 30 on the ACT and 3.0 GPA. That's messed up. How's it messed up? That my GPA should have been higher? Or that my ACT should have been lower? Or my ACT should have been higher? GPA should be way higher. Yeah, I went to a competitive school. So, that's what I meant when I said earlier, like, if I went to a different school, my GPA would have been higher. Your school sucked? I wouldn't say my school sucked. It's just a very competitive school that I went to. I think my graduating class had like 6 valedictorians and hecking. There was a ridiculous amount of APs available. Also, something I will note is going into college, I really did not feel much of a difference at all besides the classes being bigger. And I know for some people transitioning into college is like a very hard thing where it's like, dude, this is so much like different and harder and what no, it was just the same but with more people. So yeah. Yeah. I will say one thing that's nicer about college, probably regardless of what high school you went to, is just having that flexibility over your schedule. I love that. Like even now, like just taking classes part-time, it's nice to be able to pick classes that like work for what I'm doing with streaming. Specifically meaning I only ever pick online asynchronous classes, so I never have to go in and I can do my schoolwork at like midnight after I finish streaming. Like your in-person class is better. Dude, I hate in-person classes. Part of the reason is because of streaming. But I just don't like entirely feel comfortable in classrooms, so that's like another part of it. But I would change the time. The plants down there that I just planted takes like 20 minutes to grow. But since I changed the time, it does not take 20 minutes to grow. Yo, the Beast! Thank you for the raid, I appreciate it. I hope your stream went well today. Thank you so much. For those coming in, we're doing an Odyssey mod that makes the game dummy hard. And I'm trying to beat it damageless. So right now in Sand Kingdom, everything you see that's sand, if I touch it, I'll take damage. So there's just a lot of dumb stuff like that added to the mod. And, yeah, I'm just trying to beat the whole thing without taking damage. Stream was fun. Well, I'm glad to hear that. Uh-oh. Just beating any percent. So I need to get to Moon Kingdom and finish Moon Kingdom and trigger credits. I've had several runs make it to Moon Kingdom. One of them even beat Bowser, but none of them successfully made it through the escape sequence at the very end of the game without taking damage. Partially because in this mod, the escape sequence is really dummy hard. Also, I don't know why I'm saying dummy. I normally don't say that word, but point still stands, it's really hard. It's dummy hard to not say dummy hard. Maybe. There we go. Oh yeah, in case anyone's curious, since this is a damageless challenge, that does mean if I take damage, I have to start over from the very beginning of the game. I know some people, when they do damageless stuff, it'll be like restart from last save, but this is just start over from the beginning. Whoops, that's the wrong answer. And I know that might seem like obvious, where it's like, oh yeah, you should. It means you have to restart over the entire game, but I've had a lot of people ask, like, if all I have to do is go back to the last save. Start over after every damage. Yup, and I've started over 136 times. Yeah. But we're really close to getting it though. Like the fact that I've had several runs make it to Moon Kingdom, which is the last kingdom of the game, just sort of shows that we're really close. How are the attempts going today? Pretty good. We've had one run make it all the way to Bowser's Kingdom today, which is like the late game bottleneck. So yeah, there's an invisible platform here in the mod. Because there is. PV so far, today it's Bowser's Kingdom, but in general, it's the escape sequence in Moon Kingdom. For the toughest obstacles, the mech fight in Bowser's Kingdom is particularly hard. Because sort of like how the gimmick here is that if you touch the sand as Mario, you'll take damage. The mech fight does the same thing, where if you touch it as Mario, you'll take damage outside of the bubbles. So we have to do the fight in a really like dumb specific way to do it damageless. And it's just really ridiculously hard. Idea how you do mech damageless in this mod. Never been around to make it in a run to make it that far. It's hard. I probably only get it about half the time, maybe even a bit less than that. One person has completed this before. But as far as I'm aware, that is it. Hopefully we'll be the second one to do it. I don't think there's anyone else trying to do this challenge right now, so assuming I stick with it, we should be the second person. Yeah, it's Reeboks. They are in chat sometimes, like Sean said. Are you going for world record? Not really. My main goal is just to get as many moons as possible without taking damage. Or sorry, not... My goal is just to beat the game without taking damage. It's not about whether I'm the fastest person to do it or not. It's just about, did I do it? How did you mod it? I followed some guides online for Switch modding and then installed the mod. I can't really offer direct advice on it, but if you're interested in modding your Switch, you can probably, you know, do a Google search and find some good resources. So please understand that there are risks involved with modding your Nintendo Switch. Aren't going for regular 80% record either, so who knows? Well, again, I don't even know Reeboks' time, so I don't care if I beat it. It was the same thing for any other damageless challenge I've done. It's never been about being fastest. If I happen to be fastest, like, I don't care. And a lot of people who do damageless stuff generally don't care. The one time I did care was because of me trying to upload weekly highlight videos onto YouTube like 2 years ago and being like, hey, what's something I can make a video out of that would be really easy? And it was like, I could do any percent but damageless, but the fastest, because standard any percent speedruns are not damageless. And then I made a video out of it and clickbaited it. It only had to get like a 103 or something like that to be the fastest person to beat Odyssey without taking damage. I think that's one of the like old highlight videos that has above average views, which is really funny to me almost. I think I forgot this moon. No, I didn't. Which one did I forget? Oh, I know what one I forgot. Sounds like people that play games without records just to be first. I mean, that's the sort of thing people generally care about more in damageless or hitless challenges. It's about being like the first person to do it. That's usually what the big deal is. Which moon did I forget? The second one in the route. I don't know what it's called. It's one of the moons that's not normally in the base game because we're playing a mod. It's right up there. It'll probably... Is it not that one? What the heck? If it, I got that one. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Wait. Wait, 1, 2, 3. Did I get notes? I'm pretty sure I got notes. That would be the weirdest moon to forget if I forgot one. The bullet one? We already checked the bullet one. Did I not get the treasure chest? Did I just like immediately warp? Because at this point, that's like the only explanation I can think of. Zipper? The zipper moon isn't there. The nice thing is, since this isn't about speedrunning as much, the fact that I missed something doesn't really matter, and I can just, you know, keep going as long as I can find it. What the heck? It was this one I missed, it's just not there anymore. Why isn't it there? Or wait, did I not get the chest? Oh, I had to have gotten the chest. It wouldn't make any sense if I didn't. You buy the shop one? Yeah, I don't know if that's safe. Did they get rid of the fishing moon? One of these might just randomly give me a moon, and I'm gonna try it. But first, I should probably check the chest moon. They didn't? I think they made them all the same size. Yeah, I think that's what they did too. Fastest lake ever? This is actually my slowest lake ever. Alright, yeah, we're just gonna go on the assumption that one of these gives a moon. Please don't ignore me. Why are they ignoring me? There we go. Yeah, I already checked the bullet. And I'll check it again just to prove it. See? The one I missed is this moon. It's just gone, and I don't know why. It just disappeared. Maybe the location changes once you finish World Peace for some reason. So, I don't know. I don't know, man. At least you found a backup. Yeah, I just didn't want to have to risk doing anything that might, you know, kill me. So I'm glad I found something that I could get easily that wouldn't kill me. How our run's been going today? Pretty good overall. We had a run that made it to Bowser's, which is a good thing. Ba-ba-ba-da-da-da-da-da-dum. Yeah, I'll be honest, I feel like there's a chance today is the day, and I know I've been saying that the last 3 days, but I do genuinely believe that. Especially since I'm on Joy-Cons now. Did I ever try on 100% Superstar mode? My current thought is no, I do not want to. The mod isn't exactly complete, and some of the moons aren't really fair to find from what I've been told without outside help. So I just don't want to do it. Also, since I'm trying to do more content on Twitch now that I can turn into like YouTube stuff, I don't know if I want to make like an 8th Superstar mode video. Because this challenge is going to turn into a YouTube video. Which will mean it's like my 5th Superstar mode video or something. And I just don't know if I want to go for 6. Is this mod ever going to be complete? Right now, I think the mod maker is much more focused on other projects. So there's a chance that answer is no. So I'm not a big fan of poison, which is why I'm like getting rid of basically all of it. Trying to minimize my risk of, you know, running into it while I'm moving around this area. Ba-ba-bum. I'm using a different route. There's a lot of similarities between our two routes. Like, I definitely stole some things from their route. But, I do some things that, they did not do. Some of which they think I'm crazy for doing. There's specifically an area in Wooded Kingdom that I do that you guys are going to be seeing soon that, the person who has done this damage list thinks I'm crazy for going for it, but you know, it works for me. Is it pipes? No, it's something I haven't done yet. Think Superstar Mode hide and seek will ever happen? I don't think Superstar Mode hide and seek would be as interesting as some people think it might be. Because Superstar Mode doesn't, like, fundamentally change the kingdoms. So what the good hiding spots are isn't something that's gonna change. The last sub-area? No, the last sub-area is something the person who's done it does. What I do that they don't is the moons in this tower. Because that triple jump I do there is not easy. If I screw it up, I have to restart the run 30 minutes in. If I get the jump though, I'm pretty in the clear. Bum, bum, bum. Do, 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 do. Okay, I was not supposed to ground pound that far. But everything's fine. I didn't hit the, you know, the tall boy at the wrong time. We're good. Everything's fine. Why do I play in Japanese when it's not a speedrun? You know, that's a good question. And I'll be honest, I don't really have an answer for you. Because I just do because I'm mostly used to it, I guess. Name unknown, thank you for the sub. I'll read your message in a second. Need to make sure I don't die first. Didn't think it had already been a month. Time goes by fast, but your content stays incredible. Hey, well, thank you for the kind words. I appreciate the resub for 2 months. I played Doki Doki Literature Club. Yeah. I'm glad it's a game I have played and know about, because that means I never have to worry about streaming it. I just be like, oh, I've already played that game. I already know what happens. I'm not streaming it. I have an easy excuse. Are you allowed to stream it on Twitch? Pretty sure. Doki Doki Literature Club, Justice. Like, usually the only things that Twitch doesn't let you stream with video games, and don't quote me on this, are games with, you know, like, nudity and stuff like that. Like, I'm pretty sure that's the only sort of stuff you'll actually get in trouble from. Sounds like something that could get you in trouble, Drunkable, because I'm pretty sure you're not allowed to run a chat bot on somebody's stream like without their permission. Like I think that's something you can get in trouble for. And I don't know if Twitch's policy on that sort of stuff has changed or if I'm just wrong. But I want to say I remember the like stay hydrated bot account got docked for that at times. I want to say one of stay hydrated bot suspensions was related to that. Yeah, because you could add stay hydrated bot to anyone's chat without their permission, and that was problematic. Am I gonna beat it damages yet? I'm trying, Bacon Fear. Thank you for the 69 bits, by the way. Also, hello, Clack. Hope you're doing well. Some said it might have been them streaming copyrighted content. Did Stay Hydrated Bot stream copyrighted content? Because if so, that's crazy. I didn't know that. I've seen that bot in forever. Is it gone now? I want to say the bot owner stopped supporting it, is what I heard. Which is a shame because it was a good bot. I was a fan. Alright, I gotta focus chat during this fight, so please behave. I wasn't supposed to hit that. It's fine. Misbehaving and running with scissors, ban that guy. No, please don't ban him. We don't do joke bans here. We're fine. I was a bit worried about that one. That's a little annoying. I gotta capture... Oh, no, I need to capture the other one. Really, I don't need to capture any of them. Here we go. Why capture though? Because dry bones are really annoying, and if I capture one, I can essentially... It's like essentially killing it temporarily, but I don't have to jump on it, and trying to jump on a dry bones is a mistake. But I didn't need to do that. It ended up working out. You heard Bowser say sorry? Bowser's literally like a known criminal. And he's like currently in the process of like kidnapping a person while going across to major parts of the world and stealing like artifacts and flowers, I guess. He's also stealing, like, the literal ocean in one of the places he's visiting, which is, you know... Kind of questionable. Alright, chat, weird question, but if you found, like, some plot of land near the water that, like, let's say you bought a plot of land near the water, or just, you know, establish some, like, place near the water and build a factory that does nothing but steal water from the ocean. Now, I'm not saying it, like, processes or resells that water or anything like that. It just steals water from the ocean. Would you get, like, in trouble? Like, this isn't about whether it would be a profitable business venture or anything like that. Just as I'm just curious, if you, is there a point where if you're taking enough water from the ocean, you would get in trouble? Why would you steal water? I don't know. I'm just curious because I'm thinking about Bowser and how, like, he goes to one of the kingdoms and he just sort of takes the ocean water, which, you know, makes some sense because it's like sparkling water and, you know, it's probably a valuable export for the kingdom. You kind of need somewhere to put it. Well, let's say money isn't a concern, so you can just, you have plenty of storage space. At what point do you get in trouble? At what point do people tell you to stop? Nestle hasn't been arrested. Well, they resell the water, and they probably have, like, permits and stuff like that. Also, I need to redo this. I think I'm off cycle. As long as you're not polluting the rest of the sea. So you're saying if I win the lottery, I could take 1 million gallons of water from the ocean and do nothing with it, and nobody would care? If you drink all the water you take, it's untraceable. I don't think I can drink that much water. It sounds like you're helping the rising ocean's global warming issue. I would imagine the amount of displacement 1 million gallons of water would actually cause for the ocean would be negligible. So would you really be helping? Probably not. Marcelo, Ocean Bagel, I hope you're doing all right. Bless you, thank you. See, that's how I know I'm not muted. Just, you know, people responding to my sneeze. I genuinely don't think anyone would notice, let alone care, as long as you own the land your storage and factory were on. An aggrieved party would have to demonstrate harm. So basically, as long as I'm not disrupting the local ecosystem, which I'm taking the water from, I can take as much as I want. What evil scheme am I plotting? I'm not plotting any evil scheme. I'm just trying to, you know, consider whether or not Bowser taking water from Seaside was, you know, unethical. Like, if you went to the beach with a straw, like, I don't think you would get in trouble. Just started, like, taking a little sip. pumping the ocean into space at a non-negligible rate. But this isn't about pumping it into space. But I guess in fairness, Bowser is technically pumping it into space because he is having a space wedding. But if you think about it, like, if you look at, like, the amount of, you know, sparkling water Bowser has at the wedding, it's only, like, probably, like, 20 glasses of it. The Mollusk guy did? So what you're saying is Mollusk did stuff wrong, but not Bowser. Oh, that's annoying. I wanted to capture that. For sending him to be the bad guy? That's fair. Because honestly, Bowser could have just, you know, taken a few glasses and nobody would have minded. It's neat strat, the camera thing. It's really useful because it's not always clear when the bullet bill is going because it's off camera. But it's good to know. Bowser plugged the fountains. Why did he plug the fountains? He only needed like 8 glasses. Why is the sun powered by a generator in Metro? No, that's just a coincidence. What if the snail people deny Bowser when he asked because they were shellfish? Maybe. I think he needed to be the rare and exclusive Bowser made NFT water. I don't think Bowser would make NFTs, but Wario would. Waluigi would buy them. True. All right, I don't want to get into a huge discussion on that though. Oh frick, I turned on the... There we go. I accidentally turned on my Procon. Bar would be most likely to fall for a skip. Waluigi's a pretty controversial topic. It's true. Yoshi and his tax fraud instead. I think it's really funny how something like that's even a meme. Like Yoshi committing tax fraud. Like that's just such an obscure and random thing. But everyone seems to have agreed upon it. And you know, I'll be honest, like, it makes sense too, because like, you really expect a dinosaur to do its taxes? You think when dinosaurs were around back in, you know, the olden days, you think they did taxes? No, they probably just screamed at each other and fought for dominance and food. They paid the dominant dinosaurs to not get eaten. I mean, that's arguably a tax. You know, I was supposed to just warp up here, but, you know, it's a bit too late for that. Dinosaur economy was strictly trade-based. I mean, maybe they had an economy. We wouldn't know. I'm laughing because, you know, there's people whose jobs are to, like, research the past. So, you know, they probably would have a good idea if the dinosaurs had an economy. Though I like to imagine a dinosaur economy. I don't know, that's just very humorous to me. They used dino dollars? I thought we just established that they were a trade-based economy, so they wouldn't have like a dollar. It'd be like, ooh, I'll trade you this prehistoric version of a pear for, you know, not eating you or something like that. Why does the SMW community call them Dragon Coins? Because isn't, like, Yoshi on them? I thought Yoshi was a dinosaur. Are they, like, labeled in-game in the files as Dragon Coins? Or is it just one of those things where it's called that even though it's objectively wrong? Yoshi can breathe fire in SMW? That is true. But, I mean, who said dinosaurs couldn't breathe fire? If I made dinosaurs, chat, like, if I was the inventor of dinosaurs, I'd let them breathe fire. I mean, who wouldn't? Think you'd trust the big carnivores with fire? fair enough. But imagine how cool it would be. You don't want to come back and find out the T-Rex has burned all your other dinosaurs? Well, you should have had more powerful dinosaurs. Dude, it's like Pokemon. You can't just be like, you know, you gotta have stronger Pokemon. You should have got a water-breathing dinosaur to counter it. A water-breathing dinosaur is a lot more underwhelming than a fire-breathing dinosaur, because a water-breathing dinosaur is just a fish. And I mean, I know there's some like pretty scary fish out there. It's still kind of underwhelming. A water-breathing dinosaur is just vomiting up water all the time? Well, what if it, like, shot the water out? Also, I apologize, but like the discussions on stream for the last like, I don't know, 30 minutes have been a lot more chaotic than usual, and you know, I guess that just happens sometimes. I mean, it's my own fault, but... Oh! We're good. I thought I was dead. Dude, if it was a fire-breathing dinosaur, I would have been dead. But fortunately for me, it was only a bug. Yeah, are there any terrifying prehistoric bugs? I feel like there has to be, because my like conception of like prehistoric animals is that they're big and scary. Which makes me wonder, why did everything used to be so big? I mean, I know we've got some big animals these days. You actually know the reason? No predators? I don't believe the no predators reason. Maybe it's right though. I wouldn't know. I think bugs were a bit different at the time to when other things were big. Yeah, it's more auctioning and bigger animals could survive better. Really? So there were just a lot more plants. So if there was more oxygen in prehistoric days, meaning bigger animals, why is there less oxygen these days? And I don't mean what humans have done to the planet with like deforestation in the last 100 years. There were 8-foot centipedes. I would believe there's an 8-foot centipede today. But maybe there isn't. Definitely less entities using oxygen to breathe. Bugs were gigantic back then. There's a thing called eaglefly, which is a dragonfly wingspan of an eagle. That's scary. Connectivity, population growth, and global heating. If you'd like to answer. Okay. $88-leg centipede today, but isn't their name centipede because they're supposed to have 100 legs? That's pretty hecked up. Like Centa for 100? Centipedes are a scam. Yeah, and I'm upset. There's some pretty big bugs in Pokemon. True. Caterpillars all the way. Dude, whenever I saw a caterpillar as a kid, I was popping off. Just let it like crawl on you. And it was like a big fuzzy boy. Except I heard that those big fuzzy boys weren't actually caterpillars. And they were like... Or no, maybe it wasn't that they weren't caterpillars. It was like those aren't turning into butterflies. They're turning into like moths or something. I forget what it was. Either way, I liked the big fuzzy boys. Like the brown and black ones? I don't know. I would have been in elementary school. You think most of the time the very fuzzy ones are poisonous? Well, you know, I can take a little bit of poison as a kid. So I can have a cat, so I can hold a fuzzy caterpillar boy. You had a class praying mantis? Dude, we didn't ever have like any proper class pets. The closest I got in high school was one of my teachers kept snakes. But like that wasn't really a class pet. That was sort of just like his snakes. Milli stands for millennium. Well, millennium would specifically be years. It's just that the prefix milli stands for thousand. Right? That's how that works. You know, I think this is like the one takeaway I got from my, you know, science classes. Because I'm not very good at science classes. Specifically chemistry. Heck, chemistry. Sorry for any chemistry majors in the chat, but I did not like chemistry. The only type of chemistry I like is when Nile Red turns like plastic gloves into grape soda. I can get behind that. But, you know, I could never do it myself. Dude, you love Nilred? I found out he had a TikTok or like a YouTube Shorts channel like a couple weeks ago, and then I watched like all of his short videos over the course of like a couple days. But you know, understandable. I also found the channel that makes fake Nilred videos, and that was an experience. Are pretty good, but they're definitely a different kind of tone. I mean, that's just sort of what happens with short content, because you can only do so much in like a couple minutes. Chemistry and more breaking things. I mean, breaking thing is funny. I mean, who doesn't want to just like throw something glass at like a wall? Like, have you ever just wanted to, like, take a plate and just, like, slam it at the wall? Like, you might want to, but you can't do it, because, like, you know, that plate might have been, it costs money, you have to clean it up. So, you know, you can live vicariously through those experiences. I mean, that's honestly part of what's great about VR chat. Every time I have, like, tried something in VR, the first thing I'll try and do is see if I can just throw something. And, you know, I don't know if that's something you guys can relate with, but like realistically, the measure of like VR games being good is like how easy it is to throw things, honestly. You ever been to one of those rage rooms? Dude, is that a room that you pay to, like, destroy? Yes? Dude, that's gotta be expensive, though, right? Unless you just get like a table with a few plates on it. And you get a hammer. You get to sledgehammer the wall. That's important, I think. No items in the room like plates and boxes. Well, that's What's the fun of like going to a room to destroy it if you can't destroy the room itself? I guess it keeps the costs down because, you know, the most expensive part of the room to destroy is the room itself. But, you know, imagine being able to destroy the room. Because, like, are you truly free in one of those rooms unless you have, like, free will to do whatever with the room you like? Put a big, intricate Lego set in there to destroy. Do you know how expensive Legos are? Like, big Lego sets are like hundreds of dollars. And then when you have to factor in that you would have to pay somebody to remake that Lego set every time. Which, you know, getting paid to build Legos doesn't sound like that bad, but that's still like a lot of man hours. The next session is somebody to pay to build a Lego. What's the point of building a Lego though if you're like not keeping it? I feel like that ruins some of the appeal. Now, different story if you're building Legos with a friend and it's not your Lego set, because that's like a social experience. But like, I don't know. I don't think I would pay somebody like... I don't think I'd pay somebody like $30 so that I could build their Lego set. You'd love to get paid to make Legos. There are, you could become one of those YouTubers that like reviews Lego sets. Some of those videos get into my recommended sometimes and I'll just watch them. Like, am I going to buy the product? No. Do I have any Legos currently? No. But it's also like, I don't know. I want to hear about the Lego set that's a globe and have it on in the background. You know, I don't really remember much from the video, but you know, it was a good to have it on in the background. I feel like content like that is really good. Like if there's nothing I want to watch on Twitch, having something that like is interesting, but I'm not like super into personally, that is also just like chill content is like great background YouTube videos. And honestly, that's exactly what those like YouTube videos are. At least for me. All right, Ruined Dragon time. Yo, Dat Boy, thank you for the Prime sub for 2 months. I appreciate it. For the most friend of the month, and thank you so much for the resub. Bowser's Gambler's up too. Well, if you guys like gambling, You could bet your channel points and lose it all. Honestly, chat, sometimes it's more exciting to be a doubter and watch the person succeed than it is to, like, be a believer. I've had some really fun moments watching streams where, like, I doubt to try and, like, you know, play the odds or whatever. And then, like, the streamer puts in, like, some crazy clutch moments. And then they win. It's like, oh, dang, I just lost a lot of channel points. But, like, did you see that? That being said, I've also had moments where I've been a believer for a streamer, and even though they keep losing, it's been really fun to believe. Like, those moments can be funny too. If there is one believer in Fur, that is me. If there are no believers, then I'm dead. Well, hopefully you're not dead. Everything is ice, which is very similar to the Ruined Dragon fight in Mushroom Kingdom. The only difference here is that the dragon itself is also ice, so it's also slippery. Oh yeah, and a couple mummies spawn. The one in Mushroom Kingdom in Superstar mode is really cool, though. They made the dragon giant. All right. Bowser's time. They did, yeah. It's a giant dragon with low gravity, I think. Favorite boss fight in Vanilla Odyssey or Superstar Odyssey? Because in Vanilla Odyssey, it's the mech fight. I think the mech fight is like a really cool and unique boss battle. Superstar? Probably the Ruined Dragon refight. Like, it's not really a hard refight, but it's cool. So that's the Dragon Ruin on Superstar. What's the refight like? I mean, that's what I was saying. The refight is a giant dragon. So, like, instead of it being a normal sized dragon, it is very big. What am I doing today? I'm doing pretty all right. Attempts have gone pretty well today. This is our second run to Bowser's Kingdom, which it's been a 4-hour stream so far, and that's always a good sign. Because if I've had 2 runs make it this far in 4 hours, that's like 3 hours of the stream almost. Yeah, like honestly, 2 runs dying in Bowser's Kingdom is like 3 hours. Hopefully mech isn't a butt. Yeah. I just need to be more careful in the beginning. Because the last run that I died on mech, it definitely was my fault. Like, I hate to say it, but it was 100% my fault. I can't blame any of the weird finickiness of that fight. So this time, I need to make sure, you know, that doesn't happen. And if I do die on the mech fight, that I can blame the game. Because with how stupid the fight is, I actually can get away with blaming the game if I take damage in a specific way. Alright. Now we need Topper, which is the harder of the two in Damageless. Or the lag controller act. I mean, yeah, if you can't blame the game, you blame lag, or you blame the controller, or you blame your team. Like, excuse me, I'm only in Steel because my teammates are bringing me down. You know, I would be a diamond player if I could just get good teams. As simple as that. Never lose on my own, it's everyone else's fault. Yeah, somebody who has a lot of experience playing like competitive like shooters and ranked elos a while back. I definitely have experience with people blaming everyone but themselves. And while I doubt I directly made fun of those people at the time, I definitely make fun of those people in retrospect because I think blaming your team is the most ineffective thing you can ever do when trying to improve at something. Great. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba-da-da-da-dum. That was really sketchy on the last hit. Like, it is hard for me to express how sketchy that was. The way the mech turned was just like, I gotta go the other way. Like, I don't know if you guys saw what I did there, but I, like, basically turned around. And I was like, oh, yeah, I need to go a different way. Also, I have no idea why the Pokio died there. It looked a little rough. Yeah, it was a little rough. I definitely panicked for a moment, but we got it, so. Is this the furthest I've gotten? It's the furthest I've gotten today, but I've made it to Moon Kingdom probably like 8 times or something like that. I've made it to Moon Kingdom quite a few times. All right, chat. Is this the run? I sure hope it is. I really do. Follow the stream, by the way. It'll make me smile. If this is the run, will it be on YouTube? Probably. It'll be on YouTube in the form of a highlight video. I'll probably post the VOD to my VOD's channel, but, the main channel will not have, like, an unedited version of this run going up. It'll be, like, the whole story of all 20 billion streams and 50 million attempts I had to do to get this. But this could very easily not be the run. Don't get your hopes up, chat. It is the run manifest. What do you think I try and do every single time I get here? I always want it to be the run. And I always give it my best shot. Alright. Not really going to be looking at chat much. So just bless up or something, I don't know. Controller, please do not start acting up here. There we go. I'm gonna try and make sure my hands aren't sweaty going into this fight. Alright. Because while we do have a safe strat here, safe doesn't mean free, and I have taken damage doing the strat, so... yeah. Oh my gosh, that's the first time I've seen that happen. That is the first time I have seen that happen. I think Madame Brutal over there is stuck in the wall, which could be a problem. This is kind of annoying. They both might be stuck. All right, there we go. I give you the 200 bits.
This is getting out of hand. Now there are two of them. Softa.
Two of them. Alright, there we go. That's the Madame Brutal fight. That is by far the sketchiest Madame Brutal fight I've ever done. And, you know, it's kind of a miracle I didn't take damage in the middle there. Don't know how that happened. Not gonna lie. Once, you know, everything started glitching out, I really thought that I was not going to survive. Oh man, I thought there was no chance. I thought there was no chance, chat. Alright, so heads up. This Bowser fight kind of sucks damageless. I've gotten better at it, but I have taken damage on it more times than I would have expected, and I haven't had a chance to practice it much. Seriously amazed by your anxiety control here. This is like my 8th time I've been to this kingdom. All right, well, we're off to a horrible start. Actually, this isn't as bad as you would think. Actually, no, that was pretty bad. That jump kind of sucked, and I shouldn't have gone for it the way I did. So that is one of... So all of the platforms here, they vary in like how easy they are to jump to. Like this one right here is, you know, that's a pretty short jump. So I try and manipulate Bowser in the middle sections so that he jumps somewhere that I want him to. Like right here is a good spot to stand. Because this is like really easy jump. Escape time. This part's very, very, very hard. So in case any of you guys are thinking like, oh, this is the run. It's like a 30% chance it's the run. Give it like a 1 in 3. Alright, this part sucks. I might take damage for no reason, and I might take damage because I mess up. You got a good pattern? Oh, not a guarantee. Gotta focus. Most stressful pillar room of my life coming up. Because this is not easy in Superstar mode. That's it. There it is. Oh, there it is. We did it, chat. Oh, yeah, that was the most stressful pillar room of my life, that's for sure. Dude, that was so sketchy. Oh, that was so sketchy for a moment there. Oh, GG's. Oh, it always feels... As somebody who's done a lot of challenges like this, that are just like really just stupid hard, it always feels so good when you get it. Thank you for the 10 gifted Dark Missile. I really appreciate it.